couple of years ago, I definitely wouldn't have thought that I would have become a coach and that when I'd stopped sailing I'd do a completely different career. But I was lucky enough in 2012 to get involved in a couple of other people's campaigns and do a bit of coaching, and I really enjoyed that, and that's when I started to think about it as a career, and now I've stopped sailing. I'm really enjoying it. It was probably one of the hardest decisions I've made, but when I actually sat down and thought about it, the main driving reason for me was time at home. If you're going to do a proper campaign and commit 100%, then we spend an awful lot of time away, and I'm just reaching the point in my life where actually spending some time at home is quite enjoyable. So this is a Podium potential camp, so we've got all of the Olympic classes with all the Podium potential sailors down here. For me, I've had a couple of the youth squad sailors as well to make the numbers up, because it's been a race weekend, so the main focus for all of the classes has been racing, and within that each class has worked on its own specific areas. And then for today and tomorrow, it's just myself and George putting some of the stuff that we learnt on those 2 days into practice, and also looking at some speed work in the big breeze.
This week we've been concentrating on boat speed and technique. I mean, it's been like 25 knots every day, so it's been about body movement in the boat, getting the sheeting right. I'm quite small for a radial, and she's was quite small as well, so she basically I watched some of the videos of her sailing when she was doing her campaign, and basically copying her techniques as the sheeting and upwind. Quite inspiring, because obviously she's been to the Olympics, and also I find because she sailed against the same people that I'm sailing against now, it's going to be really helpful in the summer events, her knowledge of the people we've raced against. And because she sailed so recently as well, she's got all the up-to-date knowledge and sailing techniques, which is really useful on the water. Really big on timing. Obviously, I think that's from the military. But she's really good on the water. It's short briefings, lots of time on the water. We go out in all conditions because it's such a small coach-sailor ratio.
Whilst I didn't end up getting a gold medal at the end of the Olympic Games, I have, to a certain extent, completed the journey and made it to the Olympic Games. And I think that's given me some valuable insight into starting out on that Olympic journey and getting what's important right, and remembering to have fun while you're doing it along the way.
It definitely does give an advantage, because she's been there, done it. Especially when you look at some of the foreign coaches, which are just like people's dads and stuff, and it's much more professional, and I think she can just tell me a lot more, pick out little things when I'm sailing that other people just don't notice, because she's kind of the same size as me and dealt with exactly the same stuff that I'm doing.
I think the biggest lesson for me was that whatever the points position going through the fleet racing, you've always got to stick by your priorities, stick by your rules, and remember that first is better than second, second is better than third, and third is better than fourth, but fourth is still better than fifth, so it's not always about the medals. And if you remember to race like that and race sensibly, actually the medals do come in the end.